What is going on, you guys, and welcome back to the One Day Stronger podcast. I am Colin, and I am so grateful you're here with me today, taking some time out of your day to listen to this, and hopefully get some advice or insight or whatever you take away from this. I really appreciate it. If you're new here, I just want to welcome you and encourage you to go back and look at, listen to the other podcasts, so you can kind of get a sense of what's going on here, what this podcast is about, and what you can expect to take away from it or expect to listen to and hear. But just a short, brief description. This is a podcast where we talk about healing, sobriety, personal growth, and showing up for yourself and life one day at a time. It's a real raw talk. If you are a returning listener, I want to thank you. Without further ado, let's get into it. So today I want to talk about something most people don't warn you about when you get sober, or they do and you don't understand it, and that is actually having to feel everything. Having to feel your emotions, having to feel your pain, your sadness, your everything. Because for so long, you used alcohol, drugs, any fucking type of distraction, or whatever would even work to numb out and avoid the anger, the sadness, the fear, the guilt, even the fucking joy sometimes. And when you take all that away, that's when you realize, oh shit, and it hits. And when it hits fucking hard. But that's the moments that you're gonna have to triumph through, and those are the trials and tribulations that you're gonna have to walk through yourself and come out the fire on the other side. But here's the thing, feeling your emotions is part of your fucking healing. It's not a weakness. It's the beginning of your strength. It's the beginning of your emotional intelligence and training. So when you get sober, your fucking emotional skin is raw. Stuff you used to brush off now feels like it's too much, and that's normal. You get really irritated, you get angry, but because it's gonna be your first time, as we talked about before, and sometimes it's your first time feeling that in a long fucking time, and having to deal with it for the first time in a long fucking time without running towards something else that's gonna help soothe you. No, you gotta fucking take it, you gotta fight it, and you gotta battle it head on. So sometimes it's just sitting with your feelings instead of running from them. It's your first time, right? But this is where your emotional intelligence starts to grow, and you start to gain the tools and the acceptability of your emotions and your actions and your sense of self. So it's the ability to understand something, and then to understand it, and then to respond with intention, not reaction. So it's learning that the anger isn't bad, the sadness isn't a problem, and being overwhelmed doesn't mean you're fucking weak. It just means you're human. Everyone goes through that shit. We just all deal with it fucking differently. When you grow emotionally, it doesn't just help you, it transforms you and all of your relationships, because then you can take that into your work life, your personal life with your partner. You can take that into your life with your kids. It's going to help you in every aspect of your life, every type of relationship, and everything that you do. At work, you're going to be able to communicate better, and you pause before you snap. With your kids, you're going to exact same thing, pause before you snap, and stop yelling and start listening. With your partner, you stop avoiding hard conversations and start having real ones, because you have the emotional capacity to deal with the emotions and the stuff that needs to be said. So emotional intelligence teaches you how to sit with your discomfort instead of fucking passing on it or running away from it, guys. You don't have to dump the stress on everyone, your kids or your partner or everything. You don't need to hide from your fucking sadness behind a fake smile. You can feel it, you move through it, and you respond in a way that helps you work through it instead of a way that helps you run from it. But you know, the crazy fucking part is that the more you practice, the stronger at it you get. You know, it's like a muscle. Like, it's a skill. And skills are like muscles. You have to work on them and use them for them to get stronger. So you'll start catching yourself in the moment and realize, okay, I'm feeling this, or I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling angry. I need to maybe take a breath and calm down, or I need to get away from this situation. You know, you'll stop the fucking spiral and you'll take a couple deep breaths and ask better questions of yourself of what can I do now, and make better choices, and you're going to forgive yourself and other people faster so that you can move on towards a more healthier relationship and answer in all of it, in all of your life. You know, it's not perfect all the time. It's fucking messy, but it's real, and it's a real connection. It's real answers. It's real everything, because you're actually being real, and you're not being fake and trying to run from it. You're actually working through it. You know, and that's where the real growth lies. Is sobriety gives you your feelings back. You know, emotional intelligence, it just helps you use them. It helps you grow. It helps you be mindful and give you a sense of who you are and what you want to achieve and what you can deal with and what you need to work on. You know, so in every aspect of life, it changes you once you start working on it. I trust me, guys, I go through it all the time where I catch myself, I'm like, you know, this would have been a really bad situation for me where I would have started yelling, I would have started getting angry, or like I just wouldn't have had the talk. I would have been like, yeah, I'm not doing this, not talking about it, and I would have just ran and drank and just not dealt with it. That was me. I used to just not deal with things. I used to just kind of put everything back and then drink, and then explode. And that's how I worked. And now that I'm working on myself, getting sober and dealing with the emotions, having the conversations, you know, it gives you a lot more peace of mind and mindfulness and a lot more calmness, rather than everything just fucking bent up, ready to fucking explode, you know. So with that, I just want to let you guys know, like, feel it, face it, and just fucking keep going, you know, because you're one day stronger, and as always, overcome and evolve one day at a time. Thank you, guys. I want if you got any value out of this, or you enjoyed listening to it, please share it with someone who you might think can use it, or needs some advice or some help or anything, because we want to start a little community and help each other here. And as always, just comment, like, and subscribe wherever you're listening to. I want to thank you guys so much. Until next time, have a good one.